Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Nitai Cha 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 Kiva Jaya Jaya Goraj Vande Aroti Kashoga Janavi Tatavane Jagamana Loba Kibadhaki Nenitai Chan Bamigadadara Kivanika Te Advaita Shrini Vasa Chatra Dhara Nikate Advaita Shrini Vasa Chatra Dhara Kiva Vashi Ache Gaurachan Ratna Simhasane Oh Aroti Korena Brahma Adi Devagane Aroti Koren Nara Hari Adi Kori Chamar Dhulaya Sanjaya Mukunda Vasu Musayadhigaya Sanjaya Shankha Vaje Gantha Vaje baje karatala shankha baje oh madhura mridanga baje param rasala madhura mridanga param rasala shankha baje ghanta baje madhur 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 baje shankha baje bolo shankha baje gantha baje madhur 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 baje shankha baje oh madhur 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 baje madhur 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 baje shankha baje gantha baje madhur 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 baje Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol. Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gora Hari Bol. Bahu Koti Chandra Jini Vadana Ujvala Bahu Gala Deshe Vanamala Kore Jhada Mala Shiva Shiva Sukhana Radha Preme Ghadadara Shiva Bolo Bhakati Vinodha Deke Gurara Sampada Oh Gaurangira Ratik Shobha Jaga Janamana Lobha Bolo Gaurangira Ratik Shobha Jaga Janamana Lobha Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol. Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol. Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Namine Krishna Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityananda Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pashatya Desadarine Jaya Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Jaya
Advaita Gadadhara Sivasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Jayo Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Jayo Radha Gokulananda Radha Gokulananda Radhe Jayo Radha Giridhari Radha Giridhari Radhe Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol 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 Hari Bol Hari Bol हरि बोल 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 राधा रमन हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय सच्चिनंदन जयो निताय चान जयो सच्चिनंदन जयो निताय चान जयो सच्चिनंदन जयो निताय चान जयो सच्चिनंदन जयो निताय चान निताई गौरंगा जय निताई गौरंगा निताई गौरंगा जय निताई गौरंगा जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भाव तुम्हें जगन्नाथ स्वामी जयो जगन्नाथ जयो जगन्नाथ जयो बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ जयो जगन्नाथ जयो जगन्नाथ जयो बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भव तुम्हें जगन्नाथ स्वामी जय श्री मधुसूदन जय श्री मधुसूदन जय श्री मधुसूदन जय श्री मधुसूदन जय मानी माँ जय मानी माँ जय मानी माँ जय मानी माँ जय सुदर्शन जय सुदर्शन जय सुदर्शन जय सुदर्शन ये माखन चोर तुम्हारी जय हो वे माखन चोर ये दिल चोर कन्हैया तेरी जय हो वे ये चित्त चोर कन्हैया तेरी जय हो वे तेरी जय हो वे तेरी जय होवे ए माखन चोर कन्हैया तेरी जय होवे ए दिल चोर कन्हैया तेरी जय होवे 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 ये माखन चोर कन्हैया तेरी जय होवे। रघुनंदन राघव राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे। रघुनंदन राघव राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे। सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। जय प्रभुपादा 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 जय प्रभुपादा। जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय जगत गुरु जय जगत गुरु जय प्रभुपादा 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 जय प्रभुपादा। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 प्रभुपाद। जय गुरुदेवा 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 जय गुरुदेवा। निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। हरि बोल 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 हरि बोल। और प्रेमानंदे। I want to add the names which are not on the list, which is Davinda Prabhu. Remember, Davinda used to help a lot with Nanda Rice, but when I rang him, or he rang me, he was in hospital at the time, getting some tests done, not serious tests done. Also, our John rang yesterday. John Prabhu, he was on my mind and he rang yesterday. So he was in hospital. Yes, for 2 weeks he's been in hospital, so he's not well. Chaitan Priya obviously isn't well, so I want to add those names. And anybody else? Of course, Nani Ji, the Bajaj family is here. Today's feast is sponsored by them, and Nani Ji's picture is there, so we're remembering her also. And anybody else you're aware of who's, please think about them while singing this arti.
Namaste Narasingaya. Varatadayine Hiranyakashipurakshiya Hiranyakashipurakshiya Shiyatantarakayine Shilatatarataraye Dona Singo Paratona Singo Yetona Singo Paratona Singo Yeto Yatoya Mitatona Singo Yeto Yatoya Mitatona Singo Kahina Singo Yidayena Singo Kahina Singo Yidayena Singo Narsinghavadem Shadaram Prakade Narsinghavadem Shadaram Prakade Davakara Kamarapare Nagam Haputa Singaya Dalida Hiranyakashipu Talavenga Keshavadita Darariyupa Tejagadisha Hare Prabhupada ki, Gurmati ki, Nitai Gaura Brahmanande, Jai Jai Radhe Shah.
Yes.
Okay, I have already had.
You have.
Well, in a way.
So did everybody enjoy themselves yesterday?
Oh, yes.
I think it was really, really good, and I really appreciate everybody's sacrifices they made, and we fasted and worked so hard, and it's fantastic. And I would like to thank every member of this congregation and all the guests who came. They really made the festival really, really nice. And I thank the Bajaj family for sponsoring the feast in memory of their beloved one. And, you know, we've known each other for so long, done so many festivals and all that, but, you know, life is like that. You know, we part company and then we've got to continue living. Srila Prabhupada took this message to America and made the Americans realize that we are not the body, we are a spirit soul. And even that concept was amazing for them, like, oh my God, you know. Prabhupada said, you know yourself, self-realization. You're not the body, you're a spirit soul. And that blew their minds. You know, there's so much religion around, Christianity, Islam and all that. But they talk about God, but they never talk about who they are. But in our Sanskrit, it goes, Athato Brahman Jigyasa. You should be inquisitive. What is Brahman? What is spirituality? And the first spirituality starts with you. Who are you? We keep thinking with this body. And that's why you have shops like Body Shop. And they do very well with creams and everything, you name it. The ladies are expert at Body Shop, kind of, you know, all the creams for everything. But even then, age comes. You know, you get older. And people are not ready to, you know, cope with old age. Men, women, whoever. And why? Because we misidentify, we think, with this body. But when you realize you are a spirit soul, you never die. So everybody repeat after me. We never die. We just leave our body and get another one. But if you want the ultimate death, you don't have to repeat this. Then you go to the spiritual world. And that's a fact, you know, we mustn't forget. And who gave that concept in America and all that? It was Srila Prabhupada, which is message of Bhagavad Gita. And sadhus they always speak the truth. And Satyam Param Dhimahi. And so today we're going to honor someone who took the truth of the Vedas around the world, and especially to America. At that time, they were really into a promiscuous way of living, enjoying body, senses and everything. That's the time when Prabhupada goes. You know, it's like this COVID, you know, then you make the vaccine. So the disease, the skin disease was everywhere. So Prabhupada went with the vaccine. And we're enjoying it to this day. And we see new and new people coming, and they are reading Prabhupada's books and giving up meat eating, alcohol, illicit sex, gambling, all this, which are pillars of irreligion. It's very exciting, but then, you know, you realize you go into another body again and again and again. So we're looking at Srila Prabhupada, who really solved that situation. And so we're going to honor today, you know, Srila Prabhupada. The way we're going to do now is we're going to do actually puja to Srila Prabhupada first, and then we'll immediately start the offerings. Some devotees have written their realizations of Srila Prabhupada's, this commitment to spirituality, and so we'll be calling different speakers like that. And I'm sure you're all tired, and kids are not going to school tomorrow, are they? If this was Bharat, it would be, yes. Even on Saturday, you know. I don't know, they're really rugged, the children there. They're only little people, and they're learning maths and everything at such a small, rather than playing, you know, so never mind. Okay, so now we're going to start. So where is Vibhu Prabhu? Oh, yeah. आइए आप गाइए हाँ जी नहीं आप गाएंगे ना तो ऑफरिंग नहीं अभी तो प्रभु करेंगे आज ऑफरिंग paraphernalia चाबी दो प्रभु आपका you want to go on the harmonium हाँ बैठ के खड़े होके कर देते पर थोड़ा मैं मूड में ना प्रभुपद कवर हो जाए इसलिए गुरु सेवक नो मैं सर One is when you do the offering, when you start. One more. Yeah, that is after the offering. Okay. अब बैठ के बेचारे हैं. You want to follow him or? Oh. Do you
हरि हरि जय प्रभुपाद की जय। जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। संसारदावा नलनीढलक त्राणाय कारण घन घनतम्
संसारदावा नलनीढलक त्राणाय कारण
संसारदावा नलनीढलक त्राणाय कारण घन घनतम्
संसारदावा नलनीढलक त्राणाय कारण घन घनत्वम्
प्राप्त सकलन गुणानवश वन्दे गुरा श्री चरणारविन्दम् प्राप्त सकलन বন্দে গুরু শ্রী महाप्रभु की तना नित्य गीत वादित्र मादन मन सरसेन महाप्रभु की रोमांचकापास तरंग भाज वंदे गुरु श्री चरणारविंद
सुतरंग बाजो वंदे गुरु श्री चरणारविंद
श्री विग्रहार धन नित्य नाना श्रृंगार तद्मंदिर मार्जनाद श्री विग्रहार
धन नित्य नाना श्रृंगार
युक्ताक्ष भक्ता शनि युञ्जतपि वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणारविन्द
युक्ताक्ष भक्ता शनि युञ्जतपि वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणारविन्द
वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणारविन्द वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणारविन्द
वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणारविन्द वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणारविन्द
चतुर्विधा श्री भगवत प्रसाद साधन तृप्तान हरि भक्त
चतुर्विधा श्री भगवत प्रसाद साधन तृप्तान हरि भक्त
कृतैव तृप्तिं भजत सदैव वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणारविन्द
कृतैव तृप्तिं भजत सदैव वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणारविन्द
श्री राधिका माधवयर पार माधुर्य लीला गुणरूप नाम श्री राधिका
माधवयर पार माधुर्य लीला गुणरूप नाम
प्रतीक्षण गणलोपाश वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणारविन्द
प्रातिक्षणाशादनलोपाश वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणारविन्द
वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणारविन्द वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणारविन्द
वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणारविन्द
তাত্রাতে কেলি সিদ্ধায় যা জালি ভিযুক্তিরপেক্ষণীয়া নিকুঞ্জনা
রাতে কেল শেখায় যা জাল ভিড় তীরাপেক্ষণীয়া
তাত্রাদিদাক্ষাদতিবল্লভশ বন্দে গুরশ্রী চরণরবিন্দ
তত্রাতে দাক্ষাদতি বল্লভ বন্দে গুরশ্রী চরণারবিন্দ
সাক্ষাধরিক্তন সমস্ত শাস্ত্রয় রুক্ত তথা ভাবত এব সাধ্বী
সাক্ষাদরিকেন সমস্ত শাস্ত্রয় রুক্তস্তথা ভাবত এব সাধ্বী
কিন্তু প্রভুর্যা প্রিয় এব তস্য বন্দে গুরশ্রী চরণরবিন্দ
কিন্তু প্রভুর প্রিয় এব তস্য বন্দে গুরশ্রী চরণারবিন্দ
यश प्रसादात् भगवत् प्रसाद यश प्रसादन न गति कुतोऽपि
যশ প্রসাদাৎ ভগবৎ প্রসাদ যশ প্রসাদ ন গতি কুতপি
ध्यायस्तवान्तस्य यशस्वी सन्धं वन्दे गुरश्री चरणरविन्दम्
ধ্যায়ং শুভং শাস্ত্রী সঙ্গম বন্দে গুরশ্রী চরণারবিন্দ
वन्दे गुरश्री चरणारविन्दं वन्दे गुरश्री चरणारविन्दम्
বন্দে গুরশ্রী চরণারবিন্দ বন্দে গুরশ্রী চরণারবিন্দ
जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद
জয় প্রভুপাদ 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 জয় প্রভুপাদ
जय पतित पावन जय प्रभुपाद पतित पावन जय प्रभुपाद
জয় পতিত পাবন প্রভুপাদ পতিত পাবন জয় প্রভুপাদ
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 प्रभुपाद
জয় জয় প্রভুপাদ 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 জয় প্রভুপাদ
जय जय गुरुदेव 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 गुरुदेव
জয় জয় গুরুদেব 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 জয় গুরুদেব
गीताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल
গীতায় গৌর হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল গৌর
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल
হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल
হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল
निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की
जय हो।
प्रभुपाद गुरु पूजा की
জয় হো
व्यास पूजा महामहोत्सव की
জয় হো
Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol.
Yeah, that was real devotion. Thank you. I remember Bhakti Charu Maharaj. He used to sing this melody as well. So nice. Srila Prabhupada made so many lovely Vaishnavas, and there was so much like singing, dancing, and like dramas as well yesterday. And prasadam is wonderful. You know, Prabhupada gave us a culture of Krishna consciousness. It's not all about, I believe in God, and that's, you become religious. No, you've got to live a life of religion. Now, what we're doing now is we're going to offer a little, it's a small book. At the manor, it'll be a bigger book. And there used to be a worldwide book of offering. Offering is from your heart, you're saying, Srila Prabhupada, how you changed my life. So people actually write it down. And it's like Rukmini wrote to Krishna. She didn't meet Krishna. She heard about Krishna, and she wrote to Krishna, I want to marry you. And Rukmini is the first wife. So she heard about Krishna and fell in love with him. And then she wrote an offering and sent somebody saying, look, I do adore you. So it's an offering of love. So whoever is written, whatever age, is from their heart. And some people find it difficult to write because they haven't written a love letter, perhaps. You know, so they don't know how to put the words together. So they ask me, how do I do that? Because what's in your heart, say that. People think there's a technical thing, you know, you got to do that. But you just say, I love you, Prabhupada. That'd be great, you know. But that means you really mean it, not just so others hear it saying, oh, he loves Prabhupada, you know. So if you don't feel the love, just say, okay, I like your books, I like your temples, I like the prasad, whatever. But it's what's in your heart. And I've always felt that this glorification is so personal, and yet it's public. Everybody's going to hear it. Because you inspire others saying, we have a personality, and Prabhupada used to call, Guru Maharaj used to call him 13th Mahajan. There's only 12 Mahajans. So my Gurudev attached a title of 13th Mahajan. What was the best spiritual savior or
religious revolutionary the world has ever seen.
Can you say on mic?
What was it? Religious revolutionary the world has ever seen.
I haven't known like that. So Guru Maharaj everybody just feels that Prabhupada has a special place. So today I think I want to dedicate, you know, the whole festival of yesterday was a great success. Another round of applause. Let's hear about it. This morning I thought, what can we say? We dedicate to Srila Prabhupada. If anybody thinks they did Janmashtami, you can forget it. We couldn't cope with even queue system, people just doing their own thing, you know. And so there's a whole lot of energy devotees come with. But Srila Prabhupada is the one who organized us, so we want to thank you. So Vidya Prabhu now will offer the book. Guru Shakti came to the yatra, and she said, why don't you have a book? So we got it printed. It's quite small at the moment, but it's the principle. We're offering the words to Srila Prabhupada for his satisfaction. Somebody saying, Jaya Prabhupada,
Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada,
Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada.
Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada.
Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada.
Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada.
जय प्रभुपाद जय श्रील प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय श्रील प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद
Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada.
जगत गुरु जय श्रील प्रभुपाद जगत गुरु जय श्रील प्रभुपाद जगत गुरु जय श्रील प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय श्रील प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय श्रील प्रभुपाद
Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada.
जय प्रभुपाद श्रील प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद श्रील प्रभुपाद
Srila Prabhupada ki. So it's wonderful. This is like symbolic, but just offering the writings, it was like a duty. So Prabhupada, look what they've said. And, people who don't understand deity worship or Sanatana Dharma flourishes on deities. You go to Bharat, there's so many temples. But there's a connection. So I was just offering now and I was feeling that Prabhupada, look, how many people have written glorifying you. And you feel the connection, although it seems like, is he really reading it or whatever? But in my heart, it was like, Prabhupada, look what they've written about you. So it's very, very real. Honestly, people should take to deity worship, realize Lord has a form, we have a form, and connect with that, and your bhakti will really flourish really nicely. So I would like to ask Vidya Prabhu to speak a few words first, and then I'll follow from there on. Is that okay?
Om Gyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmritam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswata Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunivari Paschate Desatarine. So Hare Krishna everybody, welcome to this celebration. There are new faces here who may be seeing this for the first time. But yes, in the past few days, as people are asking questions, I've been telling them that yesterday's celebration was all about Shri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Svayam Bhagwan. Nobody higher than him. Every other personality comes from Shri Krishna originally. And to know Krishna, there are two primary literatures. One is Bhagavad Gita, our foundation book. And Gita is all about Krishna's words. What is he saying? Yeah, you can spend your whole life studying Krishna's words. But secondly is Bhagavatam here. This is just a few books, but Bhagavatam is a whole set. And Bhagavatam is all about Krishna. Gita is Krishna's words. Bhagavatam is about Krishna, but not only about Krishna's devotees. Very important, Krishna's devotees. How they glorify, how they recognize and glorify the Shri Krishna. So Prabhupada has given us the highest possible destination we can achieve. He's given us the highest. You must understand this. He's given us the highest. Okay? So that is why the person who gave us that highest possible gem in your hand, he is to be glorified. So just in case, because there are you may be seeing this for the first time. So that's the Srila Prabhupada. And today is Prabhupada's actual Janam Din. Today is Prabhupada's Janam Din. So we have Vyasa Puja on Prabhupada's Janam Din. So, and I must say as a testimony to Prabhupada, again, because there are so many new people and you're not aware, and to the glory of ISKCON, ISKCON is Srila Prabhupada. ISKCON is Srila Prabhupada's gift to humanity. So right in the beginning, when me and Haridas, we began Krishna consciousness, there was this book of Vyasa Puja offerings all over the world in one book. The whole world's offering were in one book like this. Then, as things expanded, each country had a book. Each country had a book. And now, many years later, we are seeing that each temple has a little book now. And this is our first one. This is our first one. This is testimony to the growth of ISKCON around the world, which is wonderful. This is wonderful. So I just, some background information there. But my offering to Srila Prabhupada is that Srila Prabhupada, we are in a most unfortunate condition in this world. Haribol. What's going on? Oh. Okay. So, and this is backed by Srila Vyasadeva. He says in the Bhagavatam, Prayana Alpayushya Sabhya, Kalau Asmin Yuge Chanaha, Manda Sumanda Matayo, Manda Bhagya, Hi Upadrutaho. Us, all of us in Kali, what is our condition? It is, we are short lives, short memories, we are lazy, we are misguided, we are always disturbed and unfortunate. Manda Bhagya. Manda Bhagya, unfortunate. There is one verse Prabhupada quoted many, many times, of one of his favorite verses, and he wrote many times in his books also. Brahmanda Brahmite Kono Bhagyavana Jiva Guru Krishna Prasad Pai Bhakti Lata Beji. Okay, it's I got to face somewhere else. Okay. Hare Krishna. Yeah, Hare Krishna. So, this verse is saying, let me just find it, please. This verse is saying that after wandering in all the different planets up and down in this universe, one gets the mercy of the seed of devotional service. Seed, Bhakti Lata Bij, seed of devotional service. By the mercy of Guru, by the mercy of Krishna. You need the mercy of Guru and you need the mercy of Krishna. You get the seed of devotional service. So, and this is your fortune. Brahmande Brahmite Kono Bhagyavan. This word Bhagyavan is fortune. How fortunate are you? How unfortunate are we? Bhagyavan. Our fortune begins when we get the Bhakti Lata Bij, because that means we have been given the means to get out of our material entanglement in this universe. That is Prabhupada's gift to us, to all of us. So Prabhupada came and gave that to the whole world. The whole world was steeped in ignorance, in unfortunate living, and yet he came to give us that great fortune, the ticket to Krishna. He gave us that, the ticket to Krishna. Prabhupada came to give us that. There is a one there is one incident with Prabhupada. He was in amongst with some devotees, and one devotee asked, because Prabhupada was explaining how this fortune came to them. Because of this fortune, we are Krishna conscious. This fortune came from somebody to us. And this devotee asked, but how? What did we do to deserve this fortune? How did we become so fortunate? And Prabhupada turned around and he said, you did nothing. I am your fortune. I am your fortune. So that's how I'm trying to tie up these different things I was talking about. The word bhagya, fortune, fortunate, unfortunate. Our fortune is Srila Prabhupada went on that steamer ship in 1965, 2.5, 3 months on a steamer ship. Nowadays, if a flight is more than 8 hours long, we complain. Imagine sitting in a steamer ship for 2.5 months. My parents, when they left Bharat, they went on ship to Africa. We have been spoiled in this day and age. This was a hardship. And what was that ship? It was a cargo ship. It wasn't a passenger ship, cargo ship. And they just came in a cabin a crew member's cabin. That's all he had. No, not a fancy passenger room. But as a cargo ship, what was the greatest cargo on that ship? Prabhupada had one trunk of the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam translated in English. Prabhupada was sailing across the Atlantic Ocean to America with the most precious cargo. These books of Prabhupada are his gift to all of us. Please take them seriously. That is why ISKCON takes book distribution very seriously. And because of his books, I am where I am. All these devotees are where they are now today because Srila Prabhupada's books. So Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada, we thank you for giving us so much fortune, and thank you for all your wonderful books. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki.
Thank you, Brother Prabhu. What I'll do is, because we don't want to go too late, so make it quick. At the moment, offering is being given to Srila Prabhupada. It's his appearance day. So I'd like to thank all the cooks. Please, round of applause for the cooks. They do so good. Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. So I wrote something down, so I'm reading that. In my teens, like many others of the same age, I had dreams and desires to be happy, popular, almost famous, and find love. I was on the road to realize some of my fantasized dreams. Lo and behold, when these dreams came true, they were short-lived and the reality of life smashed my euphoria. The adventures of university life ended and the challenge and boredom of working 9 to 5 took over. Life was exciting no more. I had no options in front of me. One night, out of sheer desperation, I went on my knees and prayed to the Almighty Lord for help and begged to be rescued. The Lord responded the very next day. My father came from Coventry city center and announced the Hare Krishnas were in town. My father persuaded my reluctant mind to go and meet them. Hesitatingly, I trotted towards the city center. I vividly remember that encounter to this day. A large crowd had gathered around some white Hare Krishna youngsters. They were telling the crowd about Lord Krishna, and one or two elderly Christian men were challenging them now and then. The deep answers by the young, handsome, saffron-clad Hare Krishna devotees was so impressive that I immediately felt the need to talk to them. They gave me Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita as it is, and I didn't realize then that I was holding in my hands the teachings of my Shiksha Guru. That very week, my life changed. I started to follow the 4 regulated principles and started to chant the Mahamantra, all because of Srila Prabhupada. The Bhagavad Gita guided me daily, and like the domino effect, the rest of my family and later on all of our children started leading Krishna conscious lives. We were truly grateful to Srila Prabhupada and his wonderful disciples. The happiness I had experienced upon realizing my teenage dreams was nothing compared to the transcendental joy I experienced in engaging in Krishna conscious activities. The joy is still increasing day by day. All this happened due to Srila Prabhupada and his wonderful disciples. We in Coventry Yatra are daily experiencing Srila Prabhupada's magic. The magic of translated Shastras, the magic of the temples, the magic of the deities, the magic of the sadhu sangh, the magic of prasadam, the magic of kirtans, the magic of Vaishnava bhajans, the magic of holy dhams, the magic of the festivals, the magic of Krishna conscious family life, the magic of the friendships, the magic of understanding the true goal of life, the magic of transcendental confidential pastimes of Sri Radha and Krishna, and the magic of blessings of Guru, Gauranga, and Gandharvika Giridhari. Srila Prabhupada, it would be wrong of us to say that we cannot see you. You reside in your books and in your numerous instructions. Anything devotional we do has your blessings in it. We can see that you plan to stay with us till we reach our final destination. You are the captain of our devotional boat, which is cruising at a great speed towards the spiritual shore of eternal love. Srila Prabhupada, you have done the highest service to the humanity. It is us who are letting you down. Our devotional practice is executed at a low standard. Our chanting is not focused. We still have materialistic desires. We waste time. Our preaching is poor and our pride is high. But somehow amongst the whirling confusion, the clarity of your instructions gives us inspiration, gives us strength, gives us purpose, and gives us hope that one day we will surrender to Krishna's will. And when that happens, we will declare boldly that Srila Prabhupada was our savior and ever well-wisher. Srila Prabhupada, we are eternally grateful to you for your hard work and unconditional kindness. Srila Prabhupada ki, your most fallen, humble, grand disciple Haridas. Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go through who has preference to those who have written in this one. Otherwise, I'll be calling randomly. And who has put in the book? You have, yeah, Guru Sevak. Okay, you have as well. Om as well. Yeah. Okay, Guru Sevak, if you come. So those who have written, you put your hand up, then I'll call you. Okay, Jai. Who else has written? Yeah, Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pastavutle Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharne Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschyata Dechacharane. Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my humble obeisances at your divine lotus feet. Srila Prabhupada, to say we are indebted to you falls far short of what the reality of our situation is. What can you say to someone who not only saved your life, but gave you life, gave you meaning in life, and gave you a goal or something to aim for? I recently heard in a podcast someone was saying the best goal in life is one which continues to move as you achieve it, so that for your whole life you can always be striving to improve and get better, and it also gives meaning to your life. For us, that is undoubtedly Krishna consciousness, in which no matter how deep you go, there is always more. Always deeper you can go into the philosophy. Always more to discover about the Lord and his pastimes, and always more service and preaching to do. My Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Krishnadas Swami, your disciple, used to say to me, Guru Sevak, be a long life student, never stop learning. Srila Prabhupada, every time we read the scriptures or listen to one of your classes, we always learn something new. Your perspective is so perfect, even subject matters in Krishna consciousness that we think we know. As soon as we hear you discussing it, we realize we don't know it perfectly. Srila Prabhupada, being in Krishna consciousness since birth and seeing how the movement has changed from the 80s and 90s until now, I realized the biggest challenge in the movement is to make sure that the spiritual knowledge you gave and the Shastras you translated have a prominent position in the movement and guide devotees' lives and decision-making. As you have said many times, that Krishna consciousness is a science, and like any science, it needs to be taught. By your blessings and Shri Sachin Nitai Chand's mercy, the temple is getting packed with people on Sundays and festivals. But I realized the temple shouldn't just become another Hindu temple, where people come, bow down, and sit for a while and then leave. I realized our congregation needed some structured learning to learn Krishna conscious philosophy. To this end, I have come up with around 25 workshops to cover a range of spiritual topics which can educate the congregation on Gaudiya philosophy and also train the next generation of devotees. I beg for your blessings that this becomes a success and I can be of small service to you. I was fortunate to grow up in a time without the internet, when your words and my spiritual master's instructions were everything, and you simply accepted what was said with faith and used those teachings to base your life and life goals on. Unfortunately, for the children and young people growing up today, the time is not very favorable. Social media is ruining people's minds and making them hate themselves, while even in devotee community, people chase fame and pratishta using social media. Living lives which are neither really spiritual or material, and then they wonder why they are so unhappy in their lives, despite being devotees. Children are missing that ironclad direction in their lives because of constant asat sangha in schools and online and through social media, and are thus growing up confused about their place in the world. In truth, Kali Yuga is progressing more and more. And so in this time, this is the time when Krishna consciousness and ISKCON is most essential for the benefit of humanity at large. Srila Prabhupada, thanks to your mercy and Shri Sachin Nitai Chand's blessing, we managed to get planning permission to extend the temple and make a much larger temple room, as well as a devotee cafe. Please can you bless us that we can get enough Lakshmi to extend this wonderful temple and serve more devotees and increase the preaching. I cannot thank you enough for what you have done for my life, Srila Prabhupada. The only way I can even think of repaying the debt is to give my life in your service. The unqualified servant of your servant, Guru Sevak.
Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Guru Vani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschata Deshatare. Hare Krishna. Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my humble obeisance unto your lotus feet. All glories to you and all ISKCON devotees. Srila Prabhupada, I feel a most fortunate soul to be a part of ISKCON. Srila Prabhupada, when we read your books, we understand the real bhakti. You explained to us how to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, worship Radha Krishna, and how to please Guru and Gauranga. Srila Prabhupada, as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu predicted, in every town and village, my holy name will be spread. You made it true by following the order of your Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. My dear Srila Prabhupada, on this very auspicious day of your appearance, please bless me that I can chant Hare Krishna mantra and read your books more and more. As a fallen soul or a human being, I make many mistakes, but my only hope is that you are Patita Pavan and will always forgive my mistakes and keep me in the shelter of your lotus feet. Jai Srila Prabhupada, your fallen and humble grand disciple Satchidananda Gauranga Das. Hare Krishna. Jai.
So what I'm going to do now is, otherwise we'll be looking at the book, who's next. I'm going to start from the letter A. Okay, it's Akash Prabhu. So can you give Akash a big round of applause? He did very well yesterday. He really worked hard.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to your lotus feet. We live in a Kali age where Maya influence is very high and it's so tough for us to protect ourselves from its influence. But you came to Western country and you spread the holy name of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Krishna and Radharani. Because of you only, anywhere in the world, we can't give excuses to ourselves saying, oh, I live away from India and here in the West, the culture is different. I really thank you, Prabhupada ji, for the seva you have done for all of us and its outcome we are getting today. As our soul is eternal, we are not the body. I bow down to your lotus feet and pray to you. In this life itself, I go back to Godhead and never come back again. Always I start with very high energy and all of the sudden disruptions comes and then get away from the actual path. I pray to you, please give me enough power so that I can fight with strong Maya nature. I love Guru Vandana. It goes straight to my heart. I hope you will listen to my prayers. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
So next is Bhakta Amarnath Prabhu. Yes.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to you. Every anniversary of your appearance day, I know all your devotees will shower unlimited encomiums to you and pay their gratitude and respect and recall how, but for you, the West would scarcely know even that Krishna is a God, let alone supreme. Your achievements are of Guinness level, but just singing the same will not further spread of ISKCON or Hinduism. It only leads to complacency. Hence, please hear my following prayer. As you know, the future of Sanatana Dharma in general is far from bright, especially so even in her own birthland, Bharat. The other religions are trying to outnumber and throw her out by every possible means. Conversion, political methods, terrorism, force, and deceit, to name a few. Recently, a leading politician just a week back has told that Sanatana Dharma should be not just prevented, but destroyed like mosquitoes or coronavirus. That's what the exact statement he has made. He's a leading politician in India, and I don't want to name him. Many states in India now don't have Hindu majority. Others are getting to the same status. but Hindus in such states don't get the minority benefits. Can anyone ever even imagine such torture? Outside India too, Hindus are being targeted and victimized. There is no country without a Hindu, but there is now not even a single Hindu country. There is no country without a Hindu, but there is now not even a single Hindu country. Statistics predict that with certainty that by 2070 or so, Hindus will be a minority even in India. Therefore, as Sri Advaita Acharya did long back, I am crying out to you with as much loudness as I can that you please come again to this world and prevent the decimation of the Vedic religion. Respectfully and tearfully submitted, your insignificant servant of your servants. Amarnath.
Thank you. Well done. Right, Bhakta Anil. So Anil comes all the way from Reading and stayed for a whole week. Give him a round of applause just to be here.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Dear Srila Prabhupada, I offer my respectful obeisances to your lotus feet. Dear Srila Prabhupada, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you very much for introducing Krishna consciousness to the whole world. Without you, we would all be stuck in this material world, not having this chance to serve Lord Krishna. Please keep blessing and guiding us through your books. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you. Come on, round of applause. That's good. Anuragi Devi Dasi. Where's Anuragi? What's that? Oh, well, that's a nice place to be, behind Srila Prabhupada, rather than in front of him. So I think Anuragi deserves a round of applause for what she did. Yes, yeah. She took all the children of the temple to manage the shop and the bakery and whatever. How does she do it? I mean, I've got to learn from you. I mean, we're trying so hard, we don't get one or two, and you got a whole kids. Teamwork. Yes, teamwork. Okay.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutle Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarane. Please accept my most humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to your divine grace on your most auspicious Vyasa Puja day. Our dear most Srila Prabhupada, when one's body has been given a second chance in life, or one's life has been saved from some great danger, there is a deep sense of gratitude and appreciation to that person. But what to speak of that personality who has saved one's soul? Srila Prabhupada, you are that great personality. You came to this world to save such fallen souls, giving us a chance to come out of this cycle of birth and death, giving us a chance to renew our existence in life, giving us a chance to know and love Sri Krishna. As stated in the Chaitanya Charitamrita 19.151, Brahmande Brahmite Kono Bhagyavana Jeev Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. Translation: according to their karma, all living entities are wandering throughout the entire universe. Some of them are being elevated to the upper planetary systems, and some are going down into the lower planetary systems. Out of many millions of wandering living entities, one who is very fortunate gets an opportunity to associate with a bona fide spiritual master by the grace of Sri Krishna. By the mercy of both Krishna and the spiritual master, such a person receives the soul of the creeper of devotional service. End of translation. Srila Prabhupada, at your most delicate age and suffering heart attacks along your journey to the West, you sacrificed yourself for us. The Guru himself came to find us. Your divine grace, you gave us this opportunity to associate with the bona fide spiritual master through the ISKCON you left us, through its festivals, preaching programs, ISKCON temples, holy dhams, deity worship standards, and books and teachings. A reporter once asked, what will happen to the movement in the United States when you die? To which your divine grace replied, I will never die. I shall live for my books and you will utilize. Please keep your kind mercy upon us and give us the dedication, strength, and intelligence required to preach your message and attract other lost souls back to Krishna. Just like it is stated, Anantashesh, who has unlimited mouths, cannot reach the end of his glorifications of the Lord. Similarly, on this Vyasa Puja day, thousands of devotees all around the world are sincerely attempting to glorify your divine grace. As much as we try, it still doesn't feel enough. So I end this offering quoting the most appropriate glorification used by our spiritual master and your divine grace's respected disciple, His Holiness Krishnadas Swami Maharaj. The greatest revolutionary the world has ever seen, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Our eternal and beloved spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The 13th Mahajan, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Your most insignificant and fallen servant, Anuragi Devi Dasi. Hare Krishna.
Jai, that was wonderful. Bhakta Arohi Bate. Arohi. Bhakta Arohi here? No, okay.
She's in London. She sent it from London.
All right, okay, thank you. So please thank her for doing that. Bhakta Om, and in other words, Sudama. Give him a round of applause. He did a really great Sudama. It's his first acting ever. Yes.
Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavade Pasatya Deshatarine. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you so much for inspiring me to become Krishna conscious. On the day of Janmashtami 2022 was the day I realized I wanted to become a servant of the Supreme Lord. This is all thanks to you. With my inquisitive nature, I've been doing lots of research on ISKCON and what it is. From this research, I found you, Founder Acharya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada, and what you have gone through to spread Krishna consciousness to the West. For this, I'm eternally grateful. Currently, I'm reading your Leela Amrita, which is giving me an understanding of what your plans were for bringing Krishna consciousness to the West and the struggles you went through for this achievement. I also love listening to your classes and kirtans and watching your effulgence spread towards the devotees. I hope to one day meet you in Golok Vrindavan and we will dance at the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. From your servant, Bhakta Om.
So he came to Janmashtami last year and stayed. It's very good. Okay. So Bhaktin, Gurbani, Simran, Kaur, Samra. Come on, Gurbani. Where's she gone? So hey, Sudama, Sushila. All right. This is a very long offering.
Dear Srila Prabhupada, I really appreciate everything you've done for me through your books and teachings and all the support I've received through your writing during my tough times. Your humble servant, Gurbani Simran.
Wonderful. I did say, even if you're writing one sentence, something is good enough. Yes, great. Guru Shakti Devi Dasi, please. Guru Shakti. Come on, give a big round of applause for having this idea of the book. She does book distributions, and at the Manor, she's had the top scores many, many times. And she likes Coventry. She was born here, and when she left, she says, I'll never come back to Coventry. And she's been here for 1.5 months, and we can't get rid of her. We're not trying to get rid of you. But she said, I'm surprised. I like Coventry. Not the city center, though. And so thank you, Guru Shakti. And she comes from Mangal Aarti every morning, and the pujaris hate her.
She makes pujaris better, probably.
Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories unto you, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada, you are the compassionate emissary of the Supreme Lord. The echoes of your command have reverberated throughout the universe. You've left behind a celestial trail of stardust. Each radiant particle is a testament to the divine authority that emanates from the hallowed ground upon which your lotus feet have tread. Srila Prabhupada, you are the sacred embodiment of spiritual grace. You entered into the lives of those devoid of spiritual sustenance. They appeared melancholy in a state of disarray, bracing themselves for the unforeseen and embracing the best of hopes. Little did they fathom the breathtaking tapestry of destiny that awaited them. The boundaries of their expectations were destined to dissolve in the awe-inspiring brilliance that lay ahead. Srila Prabhupada, you are a spectacle of unimaginable splendor. Everyone marveled at your behaviors, as all eyes remained fixed on your noble demeanor. Each soul yearned for a fragment of your gracious attention. Your every gesture was an intricate dance of love and reverence, an exquisite symphony of virtues that left hearts humbled. To be woven into the intricate threads of your Krishna consciousness movement within this lifetime stands as a testament to the sublime alignment of your grace. It's through your divine orchestration that you aligned my path to those who traverse the extraordinary, those striving to attain the perfect success of life in Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement. Seeking refuge in the radiant embrace of your devoted followers, I endeavor to envelop myself in this transformative power of Krishna consciousness. Although, in my attempt to immerse myself in your teachings, I continue to struggle to elevate my own standards of performance and to ascend to greater heights. In the quiet corners of my heart, I grapple with a weighty sense of inadequacy. When will the time arrive when I can wholeheartedly contribute and share in the noble service and preachings within your movement? The shadows of self-doubt cast by my lack of intelligence leave me cloaked in a shroud of embarrassment. Yet, on this monumental journey, amidst my limitations and challenges, mysticism permeates every aspect of my existence. I hanker to become so absorbed in the melody of chanting the holy name that life's trials become but gentle breezes and the resounding Maha Mantra eternally penetrates my heart. A heart committed knows no failure. In this understanding, I seek your eternal benedictions to walk the path of pure bhakti and to one day be counted amongst your truest servants. Begging to become your servant, Guru Shakti Devi Dasi.
Next is Mahatma Das. Mahatma is right. Thank you, Mahatma, for offering. Okay, Bhakta Mitesh Shah. Do you know who Mitesh Shah is? Okay. Bhaktin Naina Bajaj. Give a big round of applause. Bajaj family, she's so connected to this movement, and I would like to thank Pujari Dev for guiding her regularly. She looks seeks guidance. Thank you. Well done. My mother.
Dear Sri Prabhupada, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to your lotus feet. Sri Prabhupada, I feel you have done so much for all of us, and I cannot thank you enough. Through your powerful mantras, books, and teachings, you have given me the strength to help other people and build their knowledge in Krishna consciousness. Without ISKCON, there would be a lot of stress, anxiety, miseries, and worries in this world. But by you teaching us these beautiful Hare Krishna mantras, it has made our souls believe that there is hope, peace, and happiness. The knowledge of Lord Krishna that you have taught us will stay in our Paramatma and will never be forgotten. I have realized chanting the mantra has given me inner peace, and every time I do my rounds, I feel a lot better in myself, physically and mentally. There is no stress or negative thoughts because I think of Lord Krishna. You have always encouraged me not to give up and to keep loving and thinking of Krishna. I would love to serve your lotus feet and keep trying to become a better person each day by spreading Krishna consciousness to more people. Please allow me to continue my spiritual journey by teaching others and serving Lord Krishna, your servant. Nana Bajaj.
That was very nice. Badai ho. So Mr. Bajaj always kept his family together and the children, so thank you. To hear, your grandchildren do the offerings, fantastic. Pranava Prabhu? Yes, oh, there you are. So Pranava doesn't do much at the temple. Yeah, he's always around the altar, not much at the temple. Didn't you do good yesterday? What the dressing was, fantastic.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Desatarane Jai Srila Prabhupada. All glories to His Divine Grace. Your Divine Grace has done so much to us. I am grateful for the following which I contemplate regularly. First one is Devotees Association. You started ISKCON and the centers are spread throughout every town and city, making it possible for everyone to join and take devotee association, which inspires us in many ways. And second one is books. In the worst case scenario, if no devotee association is available, you provide us with association through your books. In addition, your purports spoon-feed Vedic knowledge to ignorant people like me who cannot understand the Shastras. Third one is deity worship. I never thought I would ever do deity dressing. However, ISKCON Coventry and the senior devotees in the temple inspired me and made me realize that this is my favorite service to the Lordships. The fourth one is Radha Yatras. We look forward for Radha Yatras every summer in throughout this UK. Without you, Radha Yatras would never have been available in foreign countries. Then the fifth one was globalization. You have made Krishna consciousness available to everyone who comes into contact with you through your books or your disciples, without any boundaries, including the nationality. This year you sent your followers, your disciples, to inspire us in ISKCON Coventry, and also many volunteers to serve Lordships for Janmashtami celebrations. Thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada, for your continuous inspiration and encouragement by your books and your followers. You are a significant servant, Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you, very good. Yeah. So next is, you done such an nice. Bhakta Sudarshan. First father, then his son. Who's Mackenzie?
Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Oh, glories to you, Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. I feel unqualified to be speaking about such a great personality like Srila Prabhupada, who is an example for the whole wide world on how we should regularly stick to our rules and regulations and how we can carry out Krishna consciousness in our life regularly. Srila Prabhupada was an extraordinary personality who would go the extra mile to get anything done for Krishna, and he was even ready and willing to put his life on the line to preach about Krishna and protect his society and devotees. This was clear to those who were his personal servants and the key devotees who helped build the society, which we are all lucky to be part of. We, as in those who did not have direct or physical interaction with Srila Prabhupada, are lucky and grateful to those devotees who have written diaries on His Divine Grace's life and pastimes. Especially those who are my age or from nearer my generation are grateful to especially Srila Prabhupada, who gave us such a structured way of living our lives in Krishna consciousness. I'm eternally grateful to Srila Prabhupada because I cannot think of what life would be like without Krishna in my life. And coming to the temple, and especially with the outside world becoming more dangerous day by day, I'm grateful that I'm not stuck with the bad association that is out there. So a big thank you from this insignificant servant, Prabhupada, for putting up with a lot of troubles just for the sake of us. Your unworthy servant, Sudarshan. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Okay. Bhakti, is it Titiksha? Where is she? Yeah, you typed it, yeah?
Srila Prabhupada, I think Krishna sent Srila Prabhupada to tell the people about Krishna. Srila Prabhupada wrote lots of books about Krishna. People read these books and they changed into Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada worked so hard to sell the books and make people as devotees. Srila Prabhupada said in some of his classes to chant and be happy. So if you want to be happy, please chant. I love ISKCON bullets and gulab jamuns. Srila Prabhupada said we should only eat Krishna Prasad. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada, for traveling around the world and making my parents Krishna consciousness so I came to know about Krishna.
I think that was the best offering. Yeah. Oh, okay. That was it? That was the last one? All right. So all those who didn't write the offerings, next year, please try to endeavor. It's so much quicker. Otherwise, you have to think, oh, yes, you've written? Hanji? It's where? Song. Hold on. I'll come with a song later, but first let me deal with the offerings. So what I'm going to do is, because people didn't write, and we're running a little late, so Patapavan Prabhu, please come along. Just a few words. So here's a person, you ask him a question, and his answer is always? And you don't know whether he said yes or no.
Gaura. No, it should be like that. Because Lord Ram came, then Krishna came, then Gauranga Mahaprabhu came. So this is the Yuga of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, which Srila Prabhupada has taken to every town and village. So everybody should chant Gaura. So Jai Guru Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we are all fortunate in this room. Haridas Thakur, he was Namacharya. Yeah? Veda Vyasji, he was Veda Vyas because of the scriptures. So Srila Prabhupada was so fortunate, all those acharyas rolled into one. Because if you have a look in this room, everybody's got a bead bag, yes? If you've got a bead bag, you have scriptures in your house, yes? And some of you even do deity worship, yes? No? So if you have a bead bag, you're chanting Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, that he has literally took, not being afraid at the age of retirement, left Sri Vrindavan Dham, like Vidar Prabhu already said, on a cargo ship. Yeah? For who? Not for himself. Some of us, we're afraid to preach. Yeah? So Srila Prabhupada, he came from the spiritual world. He didn't say to Krishna, I don't want to go there. Then it's Mrityu Loka. Even the demigods are afraid to come here because it's Mrityu Loka. They don't want to come here. But Srila Prabhupada, from the spiritual abode, he came here. He came here for who? For everybody that's in this room and everybody on this planet. Yeah? Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he was once outside Anandacharya's house. And a disciple had followed him there. And Bhakti Siddhanta, he was waiting to watch Gauranga Mahaprabhu Sankirtan party at midnight to come past Anandacharya's house. And then his disciple was a brahmachari at the time, I can't remember the name. But the next thing Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said to him was, after looking at the moon, he said, the Lok and Chandrama need help. Here we are struggling, we don't want to go out preaching, and the disciples of this Vaishnava Sampadaya, they get ready to move to the next planet to carry on preaching. So how merciful are they? And here Srila Prabhupada, he's residing in the Granths even today if we follow his instructions. So Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jagt Guru Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai. Damodar Prabhu has an offering. And after that, Ishani, you can do your song, and then we got to do the Pushpanjali as well, so otherwise we'll get late. Yeah. We can continue with the offerings.
Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Namo Vishwapadaya Krishna Prasthaya Buddhe Simani Krishna Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Name Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvamacharani Nirviseswani Pasadara Yadi Prabhupada na hoite तबे के होई तो जीवन बहिता किसे हिताई गोरा अपना करुणा के दीता सकल देसे यदि प्रभुपाद न होई तो तबे के होई तो जीवन कैसे Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada had not come, what would have happened? How could we have passed our lives? Who else would have distributed the unlimited mercy of Lord Nityanand and Lord Gauranga all over the world? Thank you, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
So Ishani is gone. She getting ready or something? So after, you want to sing? Yeah. Hanji? They're playing the song. Oh, you're not singing it? It's on there recorded. Okay, here we go. Check.
Deliver the best and serve his best, putting himself to a test. At 70s, he made a plan to travel to a strange land.
Great culture, great teachings, deep desire to end sufferings, with blessings of his Guru and carrying Bhagavatam in his hand.
Sailed across 7 seas with heart to death and the
holy name. He never wished for any fame. He had a mission to see everyone becomes happy. Like the Prime Minister of Galaxy, distributed oceanic mercy. He brought Mahamantra for free, making hippies happy.
Started ISKCON in New York. For Kelly it was a walk. In 10 years, not so late. Temples were 108. He went around the world many times to spread Gaura's message sublime. Rath Yatras, Kirtans divine, fests which make everyone smile. Still there in this day and age, in his books through every page, instructs us to sing the song and take few others along. Sing with love, spread the faith, and for sure it'll change your fate. Chant, chant, chant holy name. What you get is Krishna praise. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Very good. Well done. Thank you. That was really nice. And so what we'll do now is, if you can stand up, we're going to do Pushpanjali. And Vibhu Prabhu, you have the... Anjay? Okay, so we're going to pass the petals. Please, we have to do it 9 times. So just offer a little bit at a time rather than all of it. वो तो आता है आपको वो मैं क्या सभी कर देंगे हम इकट्ठे बोल देंगे ना Okay, so pass the pencils.
Ready?
So take a few, but 9 times you got to offer. थोड़ा सा ladies को भी दे देना.
3 times.
हाँ? हाँ वो end में समर्पण है इसमें. 3 बार नमो विष्णु पदाय कृष्ण 3 बार बोलेंगे ना.
Jai Srila Prabhupada ki. Om Jnanam Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Bande Aham Shri Guru Shri Juta Pada Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavangsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatha Nitam Tam Sajivam Sadaitam Sabadutam Parijana Sahitam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padana Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanitanksha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Shayang Rupa Gadamayam Dadati Sapadantikam Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shurnavadi Pashatta Deshotarine Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhuvayevacha Patitanang Pavunebha Vaishnavebha Namo 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 Mahabhadanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurati Se Namo He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpati गोपेश गोपिकाकांत राधाकांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामीति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे एष पुष्पांजलि समर्पयामि नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामीति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे एष पुष्पांजलि समर्पयामि प्रभुपाद की जय जय नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामीति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे एष पुष्पांजलि समर्पयामि जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की प्रभुपाद व्यास पूजा महोत्सव की समवेत गौर भक्तवृंद की प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद
Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jai Jai Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada.
Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jaya Jagat Guru, Jaya Jagat Guru, Jaya Jagat Guru, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Rama
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Oh Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Oh Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Oh Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Oh Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Jayo Jayo Prabhupada Jayo Jayo Prabhupada Jayo
Jayo Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada. Jayo Jayo Gurudev, 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 Jayo Jayo Gurudev.
Jayo Jayo Gurudev, 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 Jayo Jayo Gurudev.
Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol.
Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Oh Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jaya Vishnupad Paramhans Paravarakacharya Stotra Sasishishma's Divine Grace Aboy Charanaravindra Srila Prabhupada Pandacharya ISKCON Srila Prabhupada Ki BBT Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Apne Apne Gurudev Ki. So I'd like to thank everyone and a round of applause for the cooks so they make the prasad. And we're going to cut the cake now. And would you believe it, I think I got it right, Mr. Bajaj actually took darshan of Srila Prabhupada. That's true, isn't it? Mile si na Prabhupada? Prabhupada ji ne mile si na tusi? Prabhupada ji ne. You met Prabhupada. Yeah, he did. So I think he deserves, yeah. I think he should cut the cake, yeah. Also, Guru Hari Prabhuji, please come, because you were in the same room when Srila Prabhupada left. So both of you, yes. See, when they met Srila Prabhupada, they were pretty young. Now they're older than Srila Prabhupada, I think. Go, so both of you. Yeah. And it's amazing, both of them got a lot of hair. I mean, you know, people like us are younger and we lost it. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Jyot se jyot jagate chalo, Jyot se jyot jagate chalo, Prem ki ganga bahate chalo, Prem ki ganga bahate, Raah mein aaye jo Deen dukhi Riva. Now, normally we put our left hand on our heart and the right hand towards, but we can't do that to Srila Prabhupada. So I'm going to ask Srila Prabhupada, put your left hand on your heart and the right hand towards everybody, and we together say, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Okay, that was wonderful. So now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to clear this area. We leave Srila Prabhupada where he is. And then I would ask the guests to sit first. The regular devotees, please sit later on. So let them have prasad, and especially Bajaj family. Could they sponsor another round of applause for their sponsoring, please? Thank you.